5K podcast. This is Sharon, and officially, this is episode 3. Episode 2 didn't quite make the light of day due to one thing and another, mostly life, the universe, and everything. But here we are on episode 3, with some news since we last spoke in November. Today's the 11th of June, and it is 100 days until this year's 5K race, which isn't long at all, and 100 days is going to whiz past extremely quickly. In fact, it's probably going to be the fastest 100 days of the team's life, because there is not long for training. Bib sales officially launched in April, and the 36k challenge and the 5k race sold out in just a few hours. I was lucky enough to grab my 36k bib in the chaos of the website crashing, and the usual palaver that goes on when Run Disney released the bib-only sales, and they sold out in the first hour. Unfortunately, the rest of the team missed out on the first round, but not to worry, because a second bib sale is happening very soon, in fact on the 18th of June, and this will be the last tranche of bib-only sales before the event. So Sam and the rest of the team are lined up and ready to grab their race bibs on the 18th. Healthy eating has started, and so has gentle training, with a lot of emphasis on gentle. We're all on low-carb healthy eating plan, as we're all a bit on the comfy side, shall we say, but good progress is being made, pounds have been lost, inches have disappeared from our waistlines, and we're all pretty good to go, I reckon, for race weekend. We'll see. This year's themes is adventures, and that's all we've really been told so far. There's been talk of jungle theme, as the Lion King and Jungle Festival is currently running at Disneyland Paris and will be on until the start of race weekend. As you can see from the picture here, which I'll drop for visually impaired listeners, there are 4 images of Peter Pan, Baloo from the Jungle Book, Merida from Brave, and Mickey and Minnie with the theme of adventure, and that's it. It's a bit vague. More news is normally announced just before the medals are revealed, and that happens in early July, so hopefully we haven't got too long to wait, but we will see. So why is running at Disney so special? Sam and I made a visit in March, and we will share some of the fun facts with you from a very dreary and wet Disneyland Paris, which it was in March this year. So here's the expo where it all starts. We go here to pick up our bibs and to register that we've arrived, so they know that we're here as runners. And this is the way to the corrals on race day. There's been a lot of work going on in this part of the park. New buildings and tents have appeared, and there was talk that the current events arena would be retired this year, but that's still very much with us at the moment. And we pass through these gates that you can see on the right hand side and onto the expo and the corrals. It's always super packed with enthusiastic runners, well, they're mostly enthusiastic, and it's a busy place with merchandise, photo opportunities, and a really good buzz. It may look very exciting on a windy, dreary day in March, but it will be absolutely heaving and buzzing come September. The park entrance. In the background, you can see the Disneyland Hotel, which is the entrance to Disneyland Park. It's also lovingly termed as the Pink Palace, because it's a big pink castle. We run across this York courtyard in all 3 of the races, and although it's not too busy in here at the moment, it's got such a brilliant atmosphere down past the fountains with your thousands of your fellow family. Main Street USA. The only thing that we really dislike about Main Street are these tram tracks. They can be evil. Both Sam and I have had viciously, as we are both fairly clumsy, but running towards the castle is just magical. Spectators and cast members line the route to cheer you on, and it's just brilliant. The Disneyland cast members really do make the race magical, and they are fantastic cheering us on throughout the day. It's brilliant. Let's head on to Fantasyland. There are lots of different routes the races take, but normally we always run through Fantasyland past the castle and the castle stage, where they put on shows and other entertainment. This building that you can see on your right is the annual passport office, where we've spent some time sorting out annual passes and stuff. There's normally a character stop near here on race days, and in onto Fantasyland we have the lovely It's a Small World. If you've never ridden it, you have to. It's traditional. The music is fabulous. Through the castle. On the 10k and half marathon in previous years, we've run through the castle. past Lancelot's Carousel, which is running on race days, across the courtyard, through the lovely cobbles, which can get a little slippery, and past the Sword in the Stone. There are normally cast members here cheering us on too, with Mickey hands and signs and all sorts of stuff. Then we go on up one of the sides of the castle and through it. Here we're going past the lovely Christmas here all year round. Luckily everyone is going in the same direction on race day, not like it is here currently in this video. It's a great feeling running through and out of the castle and onto the other side. And for the half marathon there is normally a massive photo opportunity in the middle of the main street roundabout too. Adventureland and Pirates, one of our favourite areas in the park. Here we are, Roger and Skull Rock. And if we're lucky, there's a character stop here too. Captain Hook and Peter Pan are often seen loitering around these parks, and where there be pirates, there will also be a Captain Jack Sparrow. Onwards to Pirates of the Caribbean. This is my favourite ride in this part of the park. Discoveryland, another great place to run through. The rides here are normally running and the cast members are out in abundance. This area of the park is based on a Jules Verne theme and is very steampunk and unique to the Disney parks throughout the world. Here we have the Hyperion Cafe on the left, and in front of us there's Space Mountain. With a nod to modern classics, we have Eva and Wally here, which is a very popular photo spot. And here, in my favourite section of the park, Star Tours, Star Traders and the meeting spot for Star Wars characters. This gate here connects Fantasy and Discoveryland, so depending on the race route we will normally run through this gate from one land to another. The finish line, which in previous years has been in the Studios Park. This area will look drastically different if we run through this part of the park this year, as the whole area is becoming Marvel themed. The Rock and Roller Coaster is getting an Iron Man facelift, and the hideous Armageddon ride is now gone and becoming a Spider-Man themed dark ride. There'll be lots of other goodies of Marvel goodness occurring in this area of the park. The finish is normally here at the end of this strip, heading down towards the area by the studio stage. We've hoped you enjoyed this whirlwind trip round the parks and an update on what's been going on with the Run the Feel the Force Day team. Don't forget you can donate to help Run for Feel the Force Day page, which you can find at bit.ly/runforfeeltheforceday19. Thank you for watching and listening, and hopefully we'll have another report in August with massive updates on team training, what we're going to be doing, and how the donations have been coming so far. So it's been great speaking to you, and we'll see you then. Bye!